Yeah, ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
It seems so quick.
Yes, not
radio
short
check.
on that.
Oh, okay. Can I? All right. I'm going to zero some sensors out on the front.
Same on the other side.
So wait for it. The logging config I sent over didn't have a config for recording the brake temperatures, so we don't know what it was when it was running. We only know what it's currently looking at. When you come back, we'll play around with the brake balance adjuster just to make sure it goes in the directions it wants rather than...
I can adjust it though if I'm out there and it's not...
It should be able to.
Yeah, it's just on the dash there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then the bottom left is temperature of the battery. Jump.
Yeah, no, it's been good. We've had a really productive morning and the car was in a pretty good window, which we started with, which was great. So we've been able to try a few different things and see how the car reacts to it. But yeah, no, the team's, yeah, it's been going great.
And we'll probably have to call it there and then charge everything up again. It's fine, it's still standing. Two to eight are all the same, so anyone from 2 to 8. Oh, 3 to 8, sorry, are all the same. Okay. So we'll just put you in map 3 and leave you there for the rest of the day.
No, you jump it. No, they hadn't had any rain. It was still quite dry, so we had a real dump of rain late yesterday.
Yeah.
So then straight along here, and see you can see a cone, a single cone straight ahead. We're going to go around it to the left, so it'd stay on the right hand side of the cone. Wasn't there like an 80s movie where the guy was either going to pass or fail his driving test if he spilled the coffee?
Yeah, it was called License to Drive
Yeah.
with Corey Feldman.
There you go, I knew Tanner would.
Pretty much the best movie of all time.
I'll talk to Tanner now, so I can tell him to drive them. I'm going to take a quick look at the video with him, just so that he can see where Emma's gone. Although we drove round, it's probably worth him actually just having a look at that. On the brake, you are asking for a lock from the car, so the drive locking is...
Okay, Emma, P2 please.
It's actually the first time I've seen the car from outside, so it's quite good to see. It's really cold. Yeah, no, it's like I say, it's just interesting to see how the car's reacting and responding over the bumps and through the corners and stuff from the outside. So yeah, he's going good. Yeah, he's got to grips with the car really quickly. So
That's so funny because that's exactly the opposite of what she was just saying like a few minutes ago. It's weird how that works out like that. She was talking about how nauseous he was and like a lot of unexpected herky-jerky stuff. I mean, it could have been from the track, but no, it's good. We're making a lot of changes in like a realm that's sort of new, I think, for both of us. Changes on how power is delivered front to back electrically, rather than just dampening and spring rate changes and alignment changes. So it's kind of like a fourth dimension of setup.
yeah, it's a new learning curve, isn't it?
Yeah, you can use the steering angle to determine how much power gets sent where, and it's all the stuff you sort of dream of, what if you could do this. And now we're like trying it out. It just happens to be freezing and really rough and muddy.
Yeah.
So the data is a little tarnished, I think, by how gnarly the conditions are, but it's still super fun. Now if we could just have some warm beer, get the full thing, some beans and mash or whatever.
Your helmet's not gone up, mate.
Wow, bit of snow.
Oh, hi. Is this the one?
Yeah.
Okay. That's definitely the like our Spanish discotheque.
Fairly violent,
Yeah.
okay, that's a good start. In what respects?
Well, I thought it was hard to stay in ruts. It felt like it was rear drive, almost. Like I could hook the front in a rut, but you couldn't keep the rear in a rut to drive out. It would step off the rut into the and just slide kind of weird. Probably part of what you're feeling yesterday today is how slimy the ruts are too. Like now the back just lets it go.
Yeah.
In there,
Right.
but we'll figure that out.
That was a good change for acceleration, but you couldn't use it because you couldn't get on the throttle because of understeer.
Alright, come in the back so we can get all the comments
Yeah.
down.
It's good. It's such weird things. You know, it's all the things that you know you're gonna play with electric, but you don't feel. So like, because there's motor in the front and the motor in the rear, you can determine how much power each one is giving. Where normally, with a rallycross car and most rally cars now, they don't really even have a center differential. So it's that kind of stuff makes so much more difference than just a spring rate or even some clicks on the dampers to determine like literally which axle the power is going to. So it's interesting to feel what a big difference that has on handling, even in a chaotic, muddy, sloppy course like this.
Okay.
We're a little bit better, again, it's chaos, but on the transitions a little bit better on the very long corner that it's been very slippery. It was a little bit more grip maybe on the turn in on the front. So we're in Boddington, which is kind of like really far southwest England, basically in the ocean. And it's a very cold winter day, and we're testing a track that Extreme E is going to be using in a month from now. And it's actually a tank testing ground. So it has lots of weird test water splashes, rally roads, and we're going to be throwing the Odyssey machine through there at full speed, which will be really cool. I'm not racing in that race, but it's cool to get to test some of the new parts that are for 2022 in the Odyssey, and also see what an actual course is going to be like.
Not very fast, but Tanner's giggling at the moment. Yeah, he's laughing a bit more now. So we're aware of that. We braked very hard at the bottom and thought we sort of crept over the top, but we got a lot of air, so we'll just go over it a little bit easier this time.
It was awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Because you had it going a straight line from down there to that tree.
Yes, from roughly
reduce the amount of
across
material
here,
used, but
straight down through like that.
then you're still, the point is you're still hitting. You're still hitting that rather than that, which is what we're looking for.
Unless you want to come up to here farther
We would
and
love
go
to.
down to where the gentleman is down there, finish it there. Also, it will give you your level on the top then.
Yeah.
Instead of having, at the moment you've only got 2 metres wide, it'll give you like 5-6 metres wide.
And then
On top.
go down from. Shakedown number 4. 3. So they've changed some steering valving, right? Just some steering valving.
Yeah. So I think what you'll do is that you can do maybe 1 lap at 4,000 RPM, so in 5.
Yep.
And 1 lap in 4.
How was it? I don't know what we tried, but it was fun. Even though we didn't get to test full all-wheel drive comparison of suspensions to what we're going to jump in right now as we hop in the car. I don't even need to change. I think I can just wear my driving suit over to the next test facility, but still good to get miles. So ultimately good, and even in rear-wheel drive.
So there's 2 things we'd like to do. One is just get you to drive it, see what you think now. We've made a couple of minor changes. Pressures is one, there's a bit of braking there compared to yesterday. Camber, back to stand on camber, back to stand on toe.
Everything's sort of there, sort of there,
Yeah, it's just
gone there.
pressures, and then what was the other thing we left in? Something else we left in.
I'm gonna forget what a combustion engine sounds like. I keep jumping back and forth.
Nice help.
You good? Is it okay?
That'll do.
It'll do.
Oh, looks great.
Perfect.